Well, hello everybody, brightest blessings. Lady Leeanna here once again with a new edition of Eclectic Spirituality. And today, I am going to make this our Ostara video. And I want to wish all of you a happy Ostara because it transpires here from where I'm at on the 20th, which is only 2 days away. And it's already going on in other places, you know, as they are distant. Anyway, right now, the blooming of flowers, the planting of seeds is all in full swing. This is the time of year that all of that is going on, and the Lord and Lady is consummating to bring things about. And Demeter is no longer mourning because Persephone's coming back up, and it's giving her the zest to do the job that she's intended to do. I love this time of year. It's very, very energizing. It really is. And we're also celebrating both the light side and the dark side within ourselves. That's where the word equinox actually comes from, equal day and night. And my dark side is so prevalent within me that I actually gave her her own name. As you guys all know, I'm Lady Leeanna. But let's not forget that there is also a Lady Leeanna. And she is so dark, as a matter of fact, that if you ever see her come out in me, she just generally don't say anything. And you don't want her to talk to you if you are around her. She is that dark. But we have to realize that we have all of this within us. If we didn't have a light side and a dark side both, we would have no gray side. And either our dark side would leap over the counter and strangle the clerk at the local store, or beat down the person that keeps knocking on the door to try to sell us copies of this or that, or we would let everybody walk on us and never stand up for ourselves, such as bosses who think they should have their way, or people that are acting out of character and you can't or won't defend another person because you're too meek or mild. Anyway, you know, we are celebrating the light and dark sides of ourselves at this time of year. And it's very, very important that we acknowledge both the light and dark sides. Generally, we'd have setting on our altar a god and goddess statue because it's a time of fertility, especially between Ostara and Beltane. Okay, this is a very sexual time, a very consummative time for the earth. It is the birds and bees and the flowers and the trees. Everything is breeding out there and spreading its love, bringing forth food, or it's getting ready to, because we're only planting right now, you know, but we'll start seeing a little of that and benefiting from it around in the Beltane time, which is to come. Nonetheless, you know, right now we get outside, we have barbecues, we celebrate with friends and family, we have dinner parties, and we arrange our altars for this season. And it's kind of an altar between live and dead. You might see the fall colors in there mixed with some reds and, you know, like apple red and oranges of pumpkins and everything all combined, and some green in there because it is right now in between winter and summer. You know, things haven't came into full force yet, but are really on the verge of doing so. It's really working on it hard. You know, I'm seeing the buds on my blueberry bushes already, and I'm starting to see the new limb nodes coming out on my cherry blossom trees. And the fruit trees are starting to get their leaves finally. Not talking about the citrus ones, because those are generally here year-round with the green leaves. My citrus trees are very pretty, and mainly because I finally started leaving them alone. You know, doing too much for your plants can be also a bad thing. Too much of a good thing can be of a bad thing as well. But yes, I'll be setting up my altar with an orange candle and kind of an apple red candle. You know, kind of cinnamon and pumpkin. You know, and those are my smells for my altar. Pumpkin spice and cinnamon apple. And I love to burn those candles while I'm sitting there giving thanks to the God and Goddess for everything that they are going to do for me. It's celebrating the harvest to come. And so basically you would like to have an altar offering. You would like to have a bowl with some offerings in it for the God and Goddess, that later on, after your ritual, after you've danced around the altar and said your praises and gave thanks for that which is to come, and gave thanks for everything that happened last year, you're going to want to go outside and give these offerings out underneath a large oak tree, perhaps, somewhere further away from the house, so that the animals will sure to partake of it. You know, and that's what you're doing, and that's who the animals are. They are the earth. They are the God and Goddess incarnate. Everything living is, isn't it? But yes, you want a beautiful altar of your greens, your oranges, your auburns and autumn oranges, your apple reds, grapes, green and red. I mean, you want all of this kind of mixed around on your altar at this time. You want a God candle in the center. Maybe one for the masculine, one for the feminine, because like I said, it's a very fruitful time. You want to represent your God and your Goddess. And the white candle and the black candle do that for you. You know. And so that is my best advice for you at this time. And by the way, participate in every festival you can, or get as many friends together as you possibly can and celebrate around a fire pit at night. There's nothing more beautiful than an open fire at night, you know, and right after a beautiful ritual day at picnic tables where the kids are playing in the yard. You know, this is definitely the time for that, because it's getting warm again finally, and here in Texas it definitely is warm enough to do all of this. You know, I do realize that they're still having winter storms elsewhere, but that's about to subside and go away. It is time to raise your hands to the lords and the ladies, for the Winter Queen has been overtaken by the Summer Queen now, and she is about to start prevailing over the earth this time. And your Holly King and your Oak King, your Holly King is fixing to go back and rest, while your Oak King is going to prevail over the season. And so that's what you're celebrating. That's what you're doing, and that's where your mind is. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I really want to wish you the best Ostara you could possibly have. I don't very often, as far as the past goes, do a lot of videos on the holidays, but I'm trying to come out with those a lot more. And it's early enough to where I may still, you know, on the 20th, 2 days away from now, put together a Ostara altar and show you my altar and do a personal ritual for, you know, the video. So let's hope for that, shall we? Anyway, celebrate. Be at one with the holidays. I shunned the holidays for a long time. Not really shunned them, but I just did not participate or celebrate them or whatever, you know, mainly because I let everything else overshadow that, everything in normal everyday life. And you can't do that, because the government money, taxes, building of house, kids running wild, schools, all of that overshadows us so much as it is. I mean, we don't have time for ourselves, and goddess be darned if we don't make time for her, or God be darned if we don't make time for him, because we really should at least give homage to our deities on the times of year when we expect that they are going to be there for us. That is very important. So, blessed be the name of the almighty deities, my gods and goddesses, Diana, Cernunnos, Isis, Osiris, Green Man, Green Lady, Adonai, and Manu. Thank you for all that you have done for me in the past and all you will do for me in the future. Bless me with great fortune this year. I am not gardening at this point in time, but I rely on money and finances for trades such as everyone else in this day and age. Please bring that in abundance for us, for all of us, me and those who view this video right now. In the name of the almighty deities, blessed be. So mote it be, so be it.